All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us to the ZBA meeting of February 13th. And just in case you've got your cell phones on, please turn them off or put them on silent before we start the meeting. And we'll do a roll call. We have Mr. White, Mr. Thompson, Mr. Eaton, Mr. Johnson, and myself, Mrs. Honay. Mr. Thompson, would you like to lead us in a pledge of allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much.
Is it on?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. All right, next item on the agenda is approval of the agenda. Do we have any changes or anything, Mr. Smith?
None.
All right. Do I hear a motion to approve agenda as presented?
I'll make a motion to, I guess we all
I'll
will.
support you.
Yeah. All right, we've got Mr. Eaton support, or making the motion, and Mr. Thompson supporting. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those in favor, same sign. Motion passed. Next item is approval of the minutes from August 15th, was our last meeting. And that was primarily just for selecting officers.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay,
I read through it and I didn't see any changes.
all right, great. We've got a motion by Mr. Eaton.
I believe it's, should be me instead of Mr. Bush. I do recall being at that meeting. But I don't.
It does say you're on.
It says me later later on, but at board president does not have, it has Paul Bush now.
Oh.
So with that amendment, I think it's accurate otherwise.
Okay, yes, can you verify that for us, Mr. Smith?
Yep, will do.
All right, great. All right, so we've got a motion supported by Mr. White. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Public comments. People would have to fill out a card. Persons wishing to address the board shall provide their name and mailing address on the provided card. Mr. Yancho, are you going to speak tonight? Okay. Speakers, just as a general comment then, speakers will address the chairperson and comments should be made in a professional manner. Individuals are allowed up to 3 minutes to make their statements. All right, next item, correspondence.
None.
Any additional? All right. No old business, I'm assuming?
None.
All right, new business, we have ZBA case 24-001 at 1204 East Maple Road. And it is a public hearing. We have a variance request. The applicant expanded a non-conforming situation by enclosing an existing carport, and the applicant erected a 12 by 20 accessory structure. I know we all have a little bit of questions, and so I'm going to go to Mr. Smith first to have him make his, kind of go over his review.
Thank you. So this is case number 24-001, 1204 Maple Road. The zoning is neighborhood commercial, parcel ID 12-06-100-007. The subject property is located on 1204 Maple Road and is zoned neighborhood commercial. Subject parcel is approximately 1.14 acres. The zoning of the surrounding properties is neighborhood commercial and medium-density multifamily residential. The properties across the street are in the city of Burton. The background on the property is in December of '23, code enforcement noticed construction had begun at the applicant's address. No permits had been applied for at that time. Upon review of the property, it was also discovered that the property was legal non-conforming. The residence is residing on a neighborhood commercial zone property. Due to section 7.1.1.a and section 7.2.5, any expansion of a non-conforming property must be approved by the ZBA before building permits can be issued. The variance requested, the applicant is seeking a variance to expand the legal nonconformity of the property by enclosing an existing carport and erecting a outbuilding. Standards before you for variance requests are, you can peruse those on yourself. Township would recommend approval for this case based on the following conditions. The requested variance meets the spirit and intent of the ordinance. And number two, the building permits must be applied for and approved before any further construction can continue.
Okay. Do you have any other things to add at this time?
Nothing further at this time.
Okay, all right, very good, thank you. All right, well, we'll go out to the audience then. Do we have a representative for the applicant? If you can please come up to the podium and state your name and address for the record, please.
Susan Odich, 204 East Maple Avenue.
Thank you. And then you want to tell us about your situation then?
Well, once again, sorry, I think there was misunderstanding, so I'm going to try to hold back my tears right now. We've had a lot going on. Unfortunately, my mother-in-law just passed away unexpectedly a week ago. Before that, we had lost my mother a year ago, and my 17-year-old stepson has been battling a rare cancer. Sometimes we're overwhelmed. But basically, it's just basically like a storage area, and it's just, we do estate sales and clean outs, and it's just basically just an area to store stuff. And the reason being now more than ever, when we do the clean outs of estates, you can turn around, you can sell the merchandise, whatever, but right now, we need a place to put it, and because in case we need extra money for my stepson, in case, we gotta fly around the country. That's why we were just just wanted like a storage area, so it doesn't have to sit outside. And we didn't realize, because it's commercial zone, that you had to do this, maybe we should have checked more, I don't know. We just thought because it was commercial zone, but it's just a storage room, basically, I guess the best way to describe it.
Okay, all right. What about the accessory structure then? You've got the 12 by 20 accessory structure that you added,
Well, he was
the shed?
with it, the shed.
Yeah, the shed.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Basically, that's just the same thing. When we did a clean out, I got a full woman's boutique, and I'm like, okay, I need an area to kind of put it in there where it's just basically the same thing for merchandise.
Okay.
I didn't know that you had to have a permit for a shed. I had no idea. I just thought, okay, it's just a shed, just because I don't want things on my property sitting there. I had no clue. Now I know. So,
Yep.
okay.
And as far as you're doing your own work, then you didn't hire a GC to do it, a general contractor?
He's helping us with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a general homeowner's permit that they need. I'm just there to help them with it. It's all just basically simple.
Sir, can you come up to the podium then and give your name and address for the record, please?
Aaron Kermis, 850 East Grand River, Renton, Michigan.
Okay. All right. So you have been hired since all of this came about, when they got the stop work order, then you are helping them through this process? Okay. Okay. All right. Do you guys have anything else to add before I go to the board with some questions? Okay. Okay.
That I can think of.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Yep, you can have a seat if you'd like, yep. And I'm going to go back to the board here to see if there are any comments or questions for the applicant.
Yes, not really, that the building has been stopped until tonight and a building permit is granted?
Yes, so once the stop work order was issued, no further construction has happened since that point, yes.
I had drove by the residence and I was questioning, was this going to be any living space in here, or is this directly storage? Just because I noticed the amount of windows in it.
Yeah, just storage, that's all.
There's no electric, no plumbing, no nothing. The windows are there for like,
Okay.
Okay. So basically, you're looking at cold storage for both of those areas. So the use of space is just going to be for storage. And from here out, then it'll be turned over to the building department to make sure that it complies with all the building codes. Anybody else have any other comments? Okay, well, I will open up to public hearing since this is a public hearing. Anybody like to make any comments? All right, we'll close public hearing. With that, I don't know if there's any other conversations you guys have, any questions, any issues that we need to work out? All right, then I guess we'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve. It's gonna be what, ZBA 24-001 for 1204 East Maple.
Okay, we have a motion from Mr. Johnson. Do I have support?
Do
With the following conditions from Mr. Smith?
Yes, with the following conditions.
Okay.
Mr. Smith, sorry.
Just to clarify, yep.
Yes.
Okay, do we have support then?
I'll support that.
Okay. Thompson supports. All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. All right, motion passed. You have approval. All right, moving on, committee reports.
Have I do it?
I know, I don't believe nothing from the.
Nothing from
I don't think that it's
planning
here,
commission. Yep,
so, not yet anyway.
okay.
Bunch of neat stuff happening.
Do you want to talk about it?
Not really.
Okay. I'll wait till Mr. Smith gets back here and we'll make sure we're all set. Do we have any committee reports or anything else, Mr. Smith?
I do have nothing.
All right. All right, last item on the agenda is adjournment. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All right, motion by Mr. White, second by Mr. Johnson. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. All right, we are adjourned.